Told you. We here. We here. A lot of things going on. A lot of things going on. Where do I begin, people? Where do I begin? Send my prayers out to all of those out there that's in the struggle, going through things. We're in rough times right now. Make contact with your loved one. Let them know you love them. Let them know you care. To your friends, show some love to your friends. Let them know you care. Let them know you're here. Always tell people, vote for whoever you want to vote for. Do your thing. I don't vote, and I have my reasons. And I've shared that. I've voiced that. When you know what you move differently. I got a peaceful environment, a setting for the truth to be talked about. And it's about peace. It's about creating that comfortable space for you to do what you do and be who you are. I'm gonna just keep it a bean with you. And shit. Shout out to Rockstar. We're gonna dive into this thing right quick. So grab your shoulder pads and your helmet. Walk it into the end zone. Let's eat. Peep this out.
Comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear. I just told you.
And with that being said, that's where we at. And we see that from Barack Obama trying to talk to black men. I don't know what the hell that was about, but to Meg Thee Stallion, Magic Johnson, Quavo from the Amigos, and a few others. They've always used political puppets to sway the black votes. Say, why are you talking about this, truck? It's about being educated on some things. Very hot topic right now. As you can see, a lot of shit's been going on. People are speaking out. And to all my black brothers and sisters that's doing their research, I give you your flowers. Respect is given to you. You got to continue to grow, continue to have the water cooler conversations, continue to have the sideline conversations, continue to have that end zone conversations, continue to have the locker room conversations, continue to have those hard conversations. As my audience begins to grow, I believe I'm at 9,000 and some odd right now, which I can care less. It's about getting that word out there. It's about getting that message out there. If I'm not going live on YouTube, it's TikTok, it's Instagram, getting that live out there, getting that truth out there the way it's supposed to be. If something is dear to your heart, you're going to share it. You don't never know whose life that you impacted. Each one teach one, right? The worst thing a person can do is underestimate you. Black is the most dominant race on the planet. The way that our men have been disrespected. Hell, the way that our women have been disrespected. But look at those that are woke. Cat Williams already told you all lies will be exposed in 2024. Your boy Big Truck told you certain individuals will be exposed for the shit that they do and say. And we seeing it play out. We seeing it play out as we speak. And we know what's going to happen this upcoming election. Because there's on one half, they want to see Kamala Harris make it. On the other half, They want to see Donald Trump make it. They say, Big Truck, what's your opinion? What do you think? I say, I don't. That's my opinion. I don't. I do my research, gather information, come back to the octagon, and I share it with y'all. So, we're going to go on to the next one. Peep this out. Like I said, when we talk about who's in the trenches, who's out there interacting with the folks. Shout out to my family in New York. I got my brother, my sister, my cousins, and aunts out there in New York. Shout out to New York. Let's go ahead and take a trip to New York. Let's get it.
Nice to see you all.
Welcome. It's our pleasure.
How good are the barbers here?
Excellent.
Very, I can see they're good. They look good to me. Nice soft floor. What's that all about?
That's all the back.
Is it the back? Nice to see you all.
Thank God to be here.
Big hands. Strong guy.
Thank you for being here.
Nice to see you.
Thank you, Armstrong.
So you're the owner?
My son is the owner. He owns his father.
Oh, you did that very nice
Oh, yeah.
and easy, huh? Is he as good as you?
It's great.
Good. Nice to see you. Thank you very much.
Now that's Trump at a barbershop in the Bronx. Interacting with the people. How come you don't see Kamala Harris interacting with the people? Oh, my bad. Because she told you she ain't going to do nothing for black folks. Even after Kamala Harris has said that, a large number of y'all still voting for her. Something wrong with y'all. Anytime a person has said, I'm not going to do nothing for black people, you already canceled yourself. You eliminated yourself. But now you're double backing on what you said. You came up with some fake ass policy that was really a slap in the face to black men. For real. I don't even smoke ganja. And I'm half Jamaican. But to slap a large number of black men in the face, it's quite pathetic. But see, I understand how you move. I understand how she moved. Because her background, we already did a background check. And everything's been passed down. Check out my live that I did earlier. Working law enforcement, working as a CO, and things of that nature. We have pass downs. Information that you have, that you receive, you pass it down to the next shift so they know what's going on what transpired the shift before you, before them. Call it pass downs. Shout out to Miss Candace Owens and Pink Book Lessons and OK Rick. Shout out to those three individuals and many more out there that have done research and passed down to us. See, conversation and reviews is just a simple, we're doing video reactions with commentary. And you're hearing it from a male's perspective. I love doing conversation and reviews from women's videos. Why? You get to hear from both sides. You get to hear from a woman's perspective and a male perspective all in one. How else we gonna drive that truth home? And like I said, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. We got to keep that going. We got to keep it going, fellas. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to keep that going. It's simple. You know, life is, man, life is something else. It's something else. We got to pray for people. We got to pray for each and every individual. Why? Because you don't ever know who's going through it. You don't ever know who's going through it. You don't never know who's suffering. You don't never know who's doing it. I want to thank each and every individual for chiming in. Please leave your comments. Let's start the chat up. Let me know you here. I acknowledge all. And say, hey, I'm going to go live with this one. Life is short. We got to live that. We got to live our best life, ladies and gentlemen. You got to know who you are and whose you are in the season of your life. You have to live your best life. I remember like it was yesterday. Making a split decision. Making a choice. To change my mindset and to change the way I operate. Change the way I live. Change the way I do things. Being able to sit down with a person and understand their point of view, their perspective. Being able to sit down and take constructive criticism. I remember my coach would tell me, Delonte, you playing like shit. Get off that ball a little bit quicker. Get them hands up. Get more aggressive. We have them days. I remember my man C.T. Fletcher. And if y'all don't know who C.T. Fletcher is, go look him up on YouTube. You'll know who the hell C.T. Fletcher is. I've had some important mentors in my life throughout my career. I mean, I can go down the list from Christian Okoye, Jim Brown, God rest his soul, Reggie White, God rest his soul. I've had some hitters, Greg Townsend, Big Adam Plant. I've had some hitters. Christopher Big Black Boykins, God rest his soul. Archie Alexander. I've had some hitters that helped me perfect my game. But also sat down with me and taught me those lessons that I needed to know. AFE Team USA, Coach G. I've had some mentors, some greats. When the big dog is talking to pups, and listen. That's how you be great, is when you sit down with those that have mastered the game before you. We talking 10 rings strong. We talking about Indoor Football Hall of Famer, class of 2023. We talking about AFE Team USA, best organization ever. I'm talking about amazing athletes, male and female, amazing, awesome individuals. Those are my brothers and my sisters, and I ride for them. And some of them are chiming in. Some of them are watching. 1607. But we're going to dive in to our second video. Shout out to my girl Pink Book Lessons. Here we go. Let's get it. Let's eat. Let's eat.
She certainly does have a problem with men because misogyny is a real thing in this country. I don't think
white
black men are the
men
problem.
are-
Black men are used to matriarchy, okay? Black men are used to black women being the heads of the family. They are used to that.
Well, Sonny, matriarchy as a result of fatherless home is not the matriarchy you want to brag about. And back to what you just said, accusing men of being misogynist for not voting for Kamala Harris. None of you are voting for Trump. So by your own logic, you are all misandrists.
Seriously though, The View is known for attacking all men who won't worship the Curry Queen. If you're a man and you don't support Kamala, they will call you misogynistic. I said this from day one. First, they have to convince us that this Indian woman is a black American woman. Two, if black men refuse to support her, you'll be called misogynistic. And if you're a man of another race, they'll label you both racist and misogynistic. And listen, they have not failed at doing exactly what I said they would do. Now you have Sunny from The View. She came out to defend Kamala Harris after that horrible performance on Fox News. And once again, she tried to turn this into a black woman thing when Kamala is not even black.
I told you. I told you. I told you. What proof do you need? Run tell that. What proof do you need, people? And this chick here, she embarrasses herself. I got nothing against The View. I got nothing against, certain individuals. But one thing I will say is this. If you don't have proper information, be careful of what your mouth say. Be careful of what your mouth say, because you don't ever know who's doing their research. A large number of men and women have been doing their research. And the way a large number of black men have been slapped in the face because they chose to vote for someone else. That's their damn choice. But once again, that's why I played Malcolm X. I'll go back again. Let's go back again and listen to what Malcolm X had to say.
Called leaders. This included Lena Horne. This included Dick Gregory. And this included comedians, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community, and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear.
Now, run tell that.
Do you think that he approached her differently than other people he interviews?
I saw a little bit of the panel after the interview, and one woman said that she came in hot, and also said that she became angrier. I thought he came in hot, and what I am very tired of is this trope of the angry black woman. She was not angry. She was in command of the facts. She was passionate. Passion does not equal anger.
Bullshit. Your ass was triggered. Your ass was angry. That whole interview. Here's the thing. You notice how a person reacts when you expose them. I'm going to say it again. You notice how a person acts when you expose them. Fuck it, I'm going to sound like Omar Johnson on this one. I'm going to say it for a third time. You know how people act when you expose them. Her whole disposition was off. She was triggered. She She has never been asked hard questions. And the questions wasn't that hard. But this is what it's like when you don't communicate in a certain way to people. I bet you if Donald Trump was sitting in Harris's seat during the interview, oh, my bad, we got that too. When Trump was in the town hall, something like that, room full of women, the whole energy was live. The whole energy was very flavorful. He answered questions. Not only did he answer questions, but he gave a breakdown of the questions that he answered. Ain't that about a... Let's continue. Let's eat.
First of all, Sonny, who said Kamala was an angry black woman? I haven't heard anybody say that anywhere. You know why? Because one, is a quiet consensus with Kamala supporters that Kamala Harris is not black. There's also a more vocal consensus among black people that this lady is not one of us. So nobody looked at her and thought angry black woman. You know, you have to be black to be an angry black woman, right?
I look at Kamala Harris and I say, dumbass black woman. Who in the hell cooked collard greens in a damn tub? That's how stupid that sounds. And then she switches up her accent. No, damn well your ass ain't never lived in no damn South. You coming from damn Canada. And the whole thing about black, Candace Owens already exposed that and gave us a pass down. You see, you don't ever know who's doing research. Like I said, I'm keeping it a bean with y'all. If you gonna talk it, talk it. If you're not gonna talk it, shut the fuck up.
Right? Now, why is Sonny bringing this up? See, she's somehow trying to make Kamala represent black women so she can use the identity of black women as a shield for Kamala to make it seem like the folks against Kamala must be against black women. So really, Sonny is trying to use the emotions of black women to form up as a defense team for Kamala.
But that shit ain't working, because you have a large number of, we'll say, let's use the terminology, traditional black women. We'll use that terminology. Traditional women are woke. They've done the research. They see the trees from the forest. They have an understanding, overstanding. They see through the bullshit. And they're moving differently. You have modern women, and she's one of them, that don't get it. They're not like us. They're in a class by themselves. They want to continue to be brainwashed. After hearing Kamala Harris say the things that she has said, and you still vote for her, something wrong with your ass. For real. Get out of your feelings and your emotions and think logic. Me, I can care less. Republicans, Democrats, two separate wings of the same damn bird. It is what it is. But through my observation, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing men get shamed because they chose to vote for Trump. You don't want to see a black woman in power. You don't want to see a black woman be president. What black woman are you talking about? Janet Jackson? Hell yeah, we vote for Janet Jackson. Oh, you mean Kamala Harris? Well, she's not black. But what black woman are you talking about? Think about it. But that shit shift when I went live earlier today and I played that clip from that sister. Nah, it ain't that black men don't have a problem with a woman being president, because a large number of those men did vote for Miss Clinton. All the fact that Kamala Harris said what she said, yeah, that would do it. That would change a large number of black men's minds right there. After hearing that, and then coming up with a copy and paste policy to really slap men in the face. Then to really bring it home, you bring Barack Obama to talk to men. I mean, we thought your ass was joking when Magic Johnson came and spoke. I'm like, what the fuck he doing speaking? He got some shit in his own house that he need to do some house cleaning on.
I'm going to say it again, just like I said for black men. Remember when Van Jones and Ben Crump kept telling black men to protect Kamala Harris?
It's protect her. We have to protect her.
Protect her from what? What the fuck we got to protect her from? Hell, we got to protect ourselves. Because you already know, if she becomes president, black men are fucked. And the same goes for a lot of you black women too, especially y'all who voted for her. Because what does a snake do? Turn on you. At least you can say, you may not agree with Trump, you may not agree with everything, but at least you got to put some respect on that man's name. That man ran this country like a business, and shit was in order. Well, she's a woman, man, fuck all of that. I'm thinking logic. I'm thinking business. He told you what he would do for you, because he done it before. She told you what she's not going to do for you. Run till that.
Said then, why are y'all telling black men to worship and protect this Indian lady? Why are y'all not telling AAPI men to protect her? Why are y'all not telling her husband's people to protect her? Why are you not expecting him to protect her? Yeah, tell me why you need black men to do that. Shouldn't black men be protecting their own wives? That's crazy. But
because when it comes down to the thing with black men, and another thing, we hear a large number of women say, I don't need no man, I don't need no man, I don't need... Do I need to continue on that topic? It seems like y'all asses sure do need them now. And by the looks of it, y'all asses need black men more than ever. Because you need them votes. I talked about political puppets. Talked about the secret societies. Talked about you're not voted in, you're selected in. Talked about the things that go down in the Bohemian Grove. Talked about the tunnels. Talked about the secret meetings. Talked about every election there has to be chaos. Talked about in the midst of chaos, money's being made and pushed. Are you getting me? Are you feeling me? Smoke and mirrors. Saying things, doing things to get folk riled up. And why are they trying to get the blacks riled up? Especially against the migrants. I ain't got nothing against no damn migrant. Ain't nan migrant did nothing to me. Ain't nan migrant took my damn job. Like migrants knocking on your doors, taking your damn job. There's programs out there that are set in stone for homeless people that even the public don't know about. Oh, they're giving them home loans. Think about it, dumbass. Loan. Got to pay that loan back. You notice they didn't say grant, something you don't have to pay back. You got to sit back and listen. You have to sit back and look into things instead of looking at things. So much shit is done in front of your face that has your focus, that have your intention. But what the fuck is going on back here? What y'all plotting and scheming back here? What y'all planning on doing back here that you don't want us to know about? That's what y'all need to be concerned about. Instead of taking shots at each other. Black is the most dominant race on the planet. Beautiful, loving black men and women. And y'all feuding and y'all dividing. That means separate. Cut in half. Too much of it's going on. The other side know what's going on. And the other side is sitting back. Let them have at it. They black, they dumb, they stupid, they don't want to listen. Hard-headed, stubborn, talk too damn much, dress funny, look funny, act funny. Oh, let them have at it. Let them do their thing. Let them be so focused on tearing down and destroying each other while we go ahead and finish planning on what we're going to do over here on our next move. Because they too stupid to catch it. If you want to hide something from a black person, put it in a book. Until you get some that say, wait a minute, hold up. Let's look into this. Let's research this. Something is not right. If something in your spirit don't feel right, don't sit right, let me look into it. Let me stop listening to what news media say. Because I already know news media, they lie. They got to follow their agenda. They got to do what they're told. News media puppets. Shut up and do as you're told. That was supposed to be the plan for a large number of blacks. Shut up and do as you're told. Don't ask no questions. When they had the scandemic, that was the theme. Don't ask no questions. Shut up and do as you're told. Take this, take this, take this.
And now Sunny is doing the same thing. She's trying to dog whistle black women to protect this Indian woman by calling this lady an angry black woman. You see what Sunny is doing? Nah, you're not slick, Sunny. We see you.
I'm often called, Donald Trump actually called me dumb at a rally recently.
Because you look dumb.
You have these tropes that are used against women and women of color in particular. And I did not see a dumb woman. I did not see an angry woman. I saw
You did not? You mean to tell me you didn't see that when you looked in the mirror this morning? You don't see that when you look at Kamala Harris? You don't? Anybody? No? Don't? Ain't that calling the damn kettle black?
a woman who understands what is at stake. And I thought that she was very, very strong.
Sunny is being very manipulative. Listen to her wording. She's saying all of this to try to get black women offended so they can fight for this non-black woman. Many people don't believe Sunny is the most intelligent in the room. A lot of people also think Kamala isn't so bright either. It's obvious.
The thing is, I've seen that, you know, and I come from a place, for real, of, I mean, a lot of things I speak for myself on, but certain viewpoints I speak for all. The disrespect of black men, I speak on that. Very heavy. Large number of men do not deserve it. Well, should it be all men? No, you got some simps out there that deserve to get taken advantage of and to get drugged through the mud. I said simps. But for the most part, you just can't come from men and generalize all men of being dumb and stupid. You want to talk about Trump as a racist? Name me one racist thing Trump has said. And while you do that, I will tell you what Biden said. If you don't vote for him, you're not black. Well, I'll be damned. Trump has no filter when he talks. Anybody understand a lot of New Yorkers and those from New York, those from Philly? They have no filter. They don't mean no harm. That's just how they are. I mean, I love them because with them, if they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. I bodyguard Method Man and Redman from time to time. And man, just hearing them talk. But it's straight truth. That's the thing. They speak from a place. Most are not used to someone that's so outspoken and direct. We see that here on the West Coast. However, a large number of people's trees need to be fucking shook. Stop walking around thinking your ass is entitled all the damn time. Like somebody owe you something. Nobody don't owe you shit. If a person chooses to serve or give it to you, that's their choice. Ungrateful son of a...
Is how she got her jobs in California. And it wasn't because she was a brainiac. But having a law degree doesn't make you smart. Don't get me wrong, there are a lot of smart lawyers out there. But I also know a bunch of dumb ones too. And what Sonny is doing is trying to get black people, especially black women, upset at name calling when they've been sitting on The View calling Donald Trump names for 8 years. Listen, I don't care what they call him or what he called them. Kamala called him a predator on some Me Too stuff. So yeah, everybody is name calling on both sides. And that's been going on for years. Who cares? What we want to know is who's going to fix this economy, who's going to be the best to tackle this recession, and who's going to shut down the border and stop these illegals from coming in, eating off all our tax money. That's all we want to hear. I don't want to hear no more baby bot bimbo babble. I need logical, common sense solutions. None of this emotional preschool kindergarten BS.
I think she's very loyal to President Biden. I think it's clear that the Biden administration has had one of the most successful administrations in history.
Bullshit. They suck. You mean to tell me Kamala Harris been at the White House? The White House? That White House that's sitting behind this chick right here? And you ain't did nothing? We found it quite odd when Biden got elected and he gave you charge over the border. But we also noticed how they went on ahead and slid you away. They slid you away. Remember that? Remember that? They just kept you away. Why is that? Maybe they knew something. Every time Biden did something and went somewhere and spoke somewhere, your ass was not. You was kept out of the loop. See why? But I get it though. You are an amazing puppet. Because you just what they want. You don't defend for yourself. You don't, that You talk funny. You walk funny. You look incompetent. But you're just what they want. Speak when spoken to. We write the script. You follow the script. And don't talk back.
There's nothing to be ashamed of having been part of that.
And see, Sonny, this is why you're always looking dumb. Everybody knows the Biden-Harris administration wasn't good for Americans. Everything that could go wrong, well, it did. And we all saw that. The only group that benefited from them are the millions of immigrants that broke into this country with their help and sat up here getting all of these handouts with our money, and Kamala's people too. She got them $26 billion in 2023, another $20 billion a year before. I reported that here. Did a whole video.
And what did blacks get? What else did blacks get? Not a damn thing. Got sent to jail. Cannot be making this shit up. Cannot be making this up. What more proof do you need? It is right here in your face. What proof do you need? When we talk about division, man, it's something. I tell people, do your research. Do some hard research. Vote for whoever you want to vote for. That's your choice. You have the right to make that choice. Don't sit up here and let a motherfucker like Obama tell you who to vote for and then try to shame you and scold you and get on you. That shit ain't cool. That's, man, boy, I swear to beans. What the blood glide.
Video on it when Kamala told us she couldn't do anything for black people, but she made sure she took care of her
neck
people.
Moving and
they
everything.
Received more federal money than under any other administration. So yeah, maybe they'll call it successful too. Along with the immigrants that got free housing, maid service up there in Chicago and New York, free food and food stamps, all kinds of money to start their businesses. And some of them that just got here 2 years ago, they're giving them houses. I'm talking about at a time where a lot of Gen Z and millennials have been locked out of the housing market with the unaffordability crisis. They provided illegals with home ownership while denying it to Americans.
But you can sit up here and come up with that shit. But what about the victims that have been affected by the hurricane? What about those victims? $750 damn dollars. And they got to go online to apply. Ain't that about a bitch? What about the lives that are lost? I've already donated to Red Cross. I'm not going to tell the dollar amount, but I did it. And I suggest any of y'all out there watching, if your heart allows you to and your finance allow you to, donate something to Red Cross. See, my heart goes out to those victims because they were hit. Meanwhile, you could donate money to Ukraine. You could donate money to Hamas. And that bullshit speech FEMA threw when they had money. Stop it. But once again, we gotta look into things instead of looking at things. Chaos. All this stuff is not just happening just because. We planned it. Now is it hitting home? Now is it making sense? Now is the lights on? Meanwhile, Donald Trump took action. Ron DeSantis, the governor of Florida, took action. You see? Think about that. So,
That's supposed to be successful, Sonny? Successful with who? Nah, Sonny is indeed either deceptive or delusional. She's got to be at least one.
she's
Now,
both.
Sonny recently said this about
Sonny
black
is
men who
both.
supported Trump. She mentioned white women and Cuban men, but look at how she described black men versus the other groups.
When we're looking at these polls and we're looking at who is voting for Trump, you've got 53% of white women that voted for him in 2020. We've got to reach those women. We've got to reach those ridiculous, crazy black men that did vote for Trump. We've got to reach those people. We've got to reach the Cuban men. And
It ain't gonna happen, dumbass. It's not gonna happen. Let me rephrase that. Large number of black men, they staying where they at. They gonna vote for Trump. Large number of Hispanic men, gonna vote for Trump. Large number of white women, gonna vote for Trump. We see that shit happening now. The fuck you talking about? Who you think you talking to?
in Miami that overwhelmingly voted for Trump.
She called black men who supported Trump ridiculous, crazy black men, but didn't call Cuban men in Miami ridiculous and crazy, and she didn't call white women ridiculous and crazy. She directed her disrespect to black men only. Listen again.
When we're looking at these polls and we're looking at who is voting for Trump, you've got 53% of white women that voted for him in 2020. We've got to reach those women. We've got to reach those ridiculous, crazy black men that did vote for Trump. We've got to reach those people. We've got to reach the Cuban men in Miami that overwhelmingly voted for Trump.
Chameleons are dangerous. They allow Sonny to sit up there and say whatever about black men specifically because for years they propped her up as the resident black and Latina. So if anything came up about blacks and Hispanics on the show, Sonny.
And that's why I speak the way I speak. Motherfucker. That's why I speak that. I'm not gonna sit up here and shame black men. Don't you know you have some damn good black men out there that are husbands, that are fathers, that are hardworking, that handle on a daily basis? You know how hard it is to be a black man every day from the moment you wake up until the nightfall you come home and you lay it down? The things that black men are faced with on a daily basis. Then for you to sit up there on a damn View with your colleague of flunkies. And Whoopi, she can't fix her mouth to say anything. Cause she dusty as I don't know what. And she got blasted on. But you look at them cackling hens. 99-cent mop bucket pirates. Yeah, you're right. I said it. Spider monkeys. Yeah, I said it. You want to come up there and disrespect men. Men, continue to grow. Continue growing. We're gonna light this up. Continue to huddle up and communicate with each other. Continue to share. If you out there and you doing good, I acknowledge you. Your boy Big Troy give you your flowers. It's about respect, being appreciated. It ain't the fact that she's a woman. Nah, heifer ain't got no damn policy. She don't got no goal. She don't got no game plan. Her playbook is empty. Meanwhile, Trump has many plays in his playbook that are designed for any situation. And he has audibles. Just in case one play don't work, yeah, I got a backup play for that one. Kamala has nothing. Oh, so they would love to have Kamala as president. It'd be a messed up situation. Woman in power. Women controlling men. That's right. That's right. Yeah, girl. Yeah. They wouldn't keep that shit. That's why they're pushing so hard for her to take the seat, but it's not going to happen. She's going to lose. Large number of women going to be in their feelings and their emotions. They're going to be mad. And it's going to get violent. Trust me. And that's why I say, men, mount up. Mount up, men. Stay strong. The traditional women, the women that do get it, the women that do understand the assignment, those are the ones. Protect them. I'm not saying just go out and protect a woman and risk your life. No. I'm quite sure you have a significant other and both of y'all on the same page. I'm quite sure that you have children that are old enough to vote and that are on the same page. Or even if they're undecided. Vote for whoever you choose to vote for. Don't let nobody shame you. Don't let these feminists shish you men. Vote for whoever you vote for. Never let a motherfucker shish you.
Melania is supposed to be the resident expert because somehow she's a representative for both groups. And lately, since it's been revealed that Kamala ain't black, Sunny and The View, they've been talking about this multiracial community and how they're the fastest growing group. They're coming up and taking over everybody. You know, just a bunch of baby bop bimbo babble. Calling Kamala multiracial doesn't make her black. She's Indian mixed with more Indian and Irish. And she's not black American at all. She's not like us, period. That Indian lady does not represent us, so stop trying to put her in our group. Up here attempting to make this non-black woman the queen of black American women is really disrespectful. Just like how they brought out Barack Obama in front of us. Fooled us for years.
Look at this motherfucker here. They brought his ass out. When I first heard everything, you know, I did my commentary on it. And then, see, I'm the type of person, I look at body language and facial micros. You know, it tells the story, you know, it paints the picture and tells the story. He really didn't want to be there. The other side, they're shaking right now. They're shaking in their boots right now. They're scattering like roaches. They're trying to get whoever. And I get it. They're using Kamala Harris too. Because if you look into her eyes, the first thing that comes to my mind when I look into Kamala Harris, what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? You're afraid of something. You have this worried look. Next time when you watch her talk, watch her speak, pay attention. See, this is what I say, people. I move differently. Same thing with Barack. It's almost kind of like that same look. Hands in your pocket. You really don't want to be there, but since they're making you be there, you're not obligated to be there, but I guess, but I really don't want to. Trying to get men's attention, trying to come for men. Who the fuck you think you talking to, nigga? Coming at. Come on now. For real, for real. Just to slap black men in the face. How come you don't have this pep talk with white men, Hispanic men, Asian men? Why just specifically black men only? Sound racist to me. What do y'all think?
when the only thing Black American about him is Michelle. That's it. And the only thing Kamala is connected to in Jamaica are a bunch of rich slave masters who passed down land and businesses to all those people in her family. Just like Sunny. She's always on The View, acting like she's representing Black people and brown people. When they looked into her Puerto Rican mama, a bunch of Spanish slave masters fell out the closet.
Wow. I'm a little bit in shock. I just always thought of myself as Puerto Rican.
Look at her facial,
half Puerto
her
Rican.
facial micros and body language.
I didn't think I was, my family was originally from Spain and slaveholders.
Yeah. So how are you feeling, my friend?
I think it's actually
Why are you
pretty
looking down?
interesting that
Pick your damn head up.
my husband and I have shared roots.
Yeah.
So I do appreciate that. And I think it's great for our children to know this information. I guess it's a fact of life that this is how some people made their living, on the backs of others.
Sonny, you disrespectful mutt. Let me tell you something. You are not us, and you need to stop going around here acting like you're speaking for us. You don't speak for us. Again, you're not like us. You are Kamala, and you will no longer be able to use us or control us with our own history and emotions. Every time I look up, we got these pretending chameleons running around acting like they're the leaders or voice of Black America, thinking they could wag their fingers and tell us what to do. Newsflash, y'all not running nothing. You may have some old baby boomers, the Black feminists, and the sassy group that will support Kamala, and that's fine. They can do what they want. You also have others who support Trump, and that's fine. They can support who they want to. You have other Black people supporting Cornel West, some supporting Jill Stein. That's cool. They can support who they want. And then you have others who completely checked out and they're voting for the couch. Listen, we all have the right to choose who we want. And folks who choose not to follow Massa Sonny or Overseer Obama or Curry Queen Kamala, they shouldn't be talked down on just because they're making their own decision to choose what's best for them and their family. Let's go ahead and get...
I agree. Individuals that have the ability to make those choices, whoever they choose to, and not be shamed for it. That brings me to my last one. Yeah, we're going to go to the last one. We're going to go to my man here. My whole thing is, now, everybody want to talk that talk. My question is this. Why don't y'all come talk to this man right here? How come y'all don't come to Judge Joe Brown and talk to him? Let's hear what he has to say.
How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit. I was in California. She lacked professional competence, and she worked on it by hiking up her hemline when she needed influence rather than researching. I was out in California for 15 years doing my show when she was at her peak, and she had a reputation amongst the trial lawyers of being lazy. She just hiked her skirt up and try to flirt, and she wasn't that good in the courtroom, if not pretty bad in the courtroom. So I'm not surprised at what she does. She's 60 years old, and I think, listening to her word salad and the way she talks, I think she's got early onset dementia and also some problems with menopausal complications. That's that you see today.
Now, y'all heard it. Y'all heard it yourself. Cannot be making this shit up. He's telling you everything that he said. When you've watched her, now the dots are connecting. Now the shit's starting to make sense. See, now a large number of black men and women are saying, wait a minute, he's making sense. He said what he said, but when we watch her, we see in her everything that he said. Ain't that about a bitch?
Today is going to be tomorrow, so since it's got to be tomorrow, today we have tomorrow, which is why we are now. Like, what did you say? They have something in mind, but they cannot cognate getting all the way through it, which is why she's famous for this word salad garbage, and she doesn't make a bit of sense. So my thing about it is if I'm crude about it, in this city years ago, I used to represent a whole bunch of pimps and hoes, and I know a hoe when I see one. And I say this, I don't care, women, you do what you want to do if you want to have recreational sex, but when you do the casting couch or anything else for professional purposes to get paid or advanced, you a hoe. And she's old hoe. And the problem is what is she supposed?
There it is. But we got to protect her. She's black. She's Kamala Harris. We got to protect her at all costs. My man just told you. My man gave you the rundown. He gave you the pass downs. He gave you the pass downs. He's telling you. He's telling you. Can I be making this shit up? Pay attention, people.
Supposed to do? Or Xi Jinping, is he supposed to be impressed? She's doing word salad. Well, we're here today because China and the U.S. are here today, and that's why we have to agree on what we're doing here today. Like, fool, what did you just say? You know, did you say anything? And I've never seen such a salacious mess as I've seen out of her. But I'm just saying, hey, if you're going to bring somebody in, bring in somebody that knows what the hell they're doing. Meanwhile, she had a little rally in Georgia. I think 86 people showed up. That was supposed to be interesting. You know, and you want to call somebody out on the subject. See, it's hypocrisy. But you see, I did this because I did what I did, and that's what I did, which is because that's why I did it. Hey, what the hell did you just say? Do you realize what you said? Do you know?
But I gotta ask you about Kamala Harris. How you feel about her?
She's a piece of shit.
There it is. There it is. Can I be making this up, people? Can I be making this up? Can I be making this up? Hold on. There we are. What do you decide? It's your choice. What more proof do you need that has already been presented right here at the King's table on this Shabbat Saturday? There it is. Continue to do more work. Continue to research. Continue to protect yourself and protect each other, those in your household and your loved ones. Continue to grow. Continue to let Elohim be the head of your household and to give you wisdom. Men, continue to stay strong. Continue to communicate with each other, uplift each other. Women, continue to educate each other and uplift each other as well. I love my black people, but sometimes my black people be acting like they evil. That don't mean when a large number of black folk do stupid shit, I cut them off. No. Some just don't know. Some need to be burnt a little bit. Some need to be redirected or corrected. Still got love for them. But that's the whole thing of it. I don't like this division between black men and women. I don't like to see division between black men. I don't like to see or hear of division between black women. And when you really break it down, what was it all for? Who benefits from it? If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You're not dumb. You're not stupid. Black men and women are very intelligent, smart. Act like it. Stop acting like the stereotype that they have labeled you with. That's not you. Black people are creative, smart, intelligent, talented, gifted, amazing. Be that. Live that. And if you have sold your soul to the things of this world, come back. Come back to your first love. Come back to where it first started for you. Come back to that place, that peaceful place. Come back to that place where you are grounded. Come back to that place where things made sense. Come back to that place where it's easy for you to operate. A mind is a terrible thing to waste. Take that with you and go be great. It's your boy, Big Truck. I want to thank each and every one of you for chiming in at this time. I don't how small, how big, you tuned in, and I'm thankful and I'm very appreciative. Leave me a comment, share this video, like this video, subscribe, hit that bell so each time I upload, you'll be the first to get the video. I always leave the room open and allow people to share their thoughts. And if there's a topic or something you want me to talk about, leave it in the description, leave it in the comment section. I got you. Because I'm going to be covering a lot of things. You know, we got breast cancer coming up, black men's mental health. We got those things coming up. I'm going to be doing some things on that. And really, really broaden out. But I'm really going to hit it home with this relationship. I'm really going to hit it home with biblical talk. I'm really going to hit it home with bringing back the masculine man, because the masculine man has lost its way. And we're going to bring it back here at the King's Table, because we're going to get down to the root. With that being said, go be the best version of yourself for many people to see. Take that with you and go be great. 1.